Hey, this is Lee from TempleLauncher.com. Thanks for coming in and checking out our simple Parallax launch page template. I put together a quick how-to, so I'm going to start off by showing you around here in the preview. Then I'll take you into the builder, and then I'll show you what the page looks like in production. So first, to get the party started, I'm going to refresh the page so you can see some of these cool animations that we've got on this page. Here we go. Ooh, so as you can see, as the page loads, there's certain elements on the page that are animated. I'm going to scroll down and show you some of the other elements. Fade in from the left, fades in from the right, and the icons, the social icons pop in there in the bottom. So pretty cool, really simple template. We've got a simple header title with a custom countdown clock that we built in-house. We've got a subscribe section, as well as a place to show off some of your partners, and a brief about us section with some links to your different social accounts. So why don't I show you real quick just how easy this is to use. We've added our template launcher control panel, and we've included a number of different pieces of functionality. We've got drag and drop, so you can rearrange the order of the page. We've got our custom clock. This background section is pretty comprehensive. We've got a library of over 200 background images, videos, textures, and colors that you can customize, in addition to being able to upload your own custom images, as well as this awesome how-to video I'm shooting right now. So let me show you the drag and drop real quick. Each section has a title, menu bar, call to action, partners, about us, and footer. You can just drag and drop it, just like so, and rearrange the page structure. And then you can also rearrange the structure of items within each section. So you have tons of flexibility with drag and drop. Personally, I love this layout, but if it doesn't fit your needs exactly and you feel like you want to rearrange stuff, by all means have at it. Next thing I want to show you is the clock. The clock actually is pretty cool. You can show only days if you want in the clock. So if you wanted to count down to just a number of days and a certain date, you can do days and hours, days, hours, minutes, and days, hours, minutes, seconds. You can also change the label titles. And finally, you can change the countdown date. You can do up to 99 days in the future for the countdown date. There we go. And of course, if you don't want to use the clock, you can hide it as well. But I just want to show you how that works. And finally, I'll show you the background sections. This is some really cool functionality. It's my favorite piece of functionality of this template. So we have parallax scrolling, so you'll notice that when you scroll, the background image stays in place while the rest of the page kind of scrolls up over top of it. You can make any background section parallax. Here, I'm going to put these back in the right order. Let's see, it's about us. Put this about us back in the right order as well. Okay, so just to show you, you pick the selection you want to change. So this has a menu bar, header, call to action, partners, about us, and footer section. So for this header section, you can, if you turn off the parallax scrolling, you'll see the background kind of moves with it. If I turn it on, the background stays still. Maybe if I change the image real quick, it might make it easier to see. So now this is with parallax. See how the guy's head stays still? If I turn that off, he scrolls up with the page. Another cool thing you can do with these backgrounds is we have an overlay you can change the opacity of. So in cases where the background image is white like this and you have a white font color, you can change the opacity so you can start to see that font color more easily. You can also, keep in mind, you can also change the color of the fonts and everything in the Lead Pages Builder, which I'll show you that here in a minute. But just to show you a couple more background images, just to get an idea, there's, like I said, there's 200 images in here, or 140 images, and then we have 200 different background types. So here's another background. Here's the original one that we had on there. We've got all these cool, like, different textures, as well as like really cool background images. New York City. I'm going to show you real quick. We have more textures, just a bunch of, I think we have 50 of those here. You could use those, or finally, my favorite, the videos. We have a number 40, let's see, 40 background videos right now. Really cool. And this, you can also make parallax or not. I just turned parallax on, so there you go. Oh, here's bake some cookies. And there's some other pieces of functionality that you can't easily see here in the preview, which is when you click to one of these links, it'll scroll the page to that section. So if I click subscribe, it'll auto scroll the page to subscribe. You can also turn those links off and link out to another page if you'd like. And if you want to do that, just reach out to me and I'll show you how to do that. I have a little piece of code you drop in, and it's really easy. So next I'm going to head over to the builder, and a lot of the same stuff, same functionality that I just showed you in the preview is also available here. The one thing I do want to show, because I get a lot of questions about this because it's not very intuitive, is that how do you add a custom background image? So the easiest way to explain this is this background image in this header section. So I'm going to go to the header section, then I'll go to the background. It's actually a layer that sits over top of the custom background layer. So if I hide that, this is the custom background image, and you can upload one of your own, or choose an image you've already got in the library. I'm going to choose that one. As you can see, it also has parallax, and you can turn it off. So you just go to the header section, and you can turn it off or back on. You can also turn on the opacity if you'd like. So you still have the functionality that comes with the background library, but you can also just use your own custom image. So I'm going to change this. I really like this image. Okay. And one more, you can go one level deeper. You can hide this custom background if you want. And the next level is you can add a custom color. So if we go to the header background right here, you can change this to a custom color. So you can make it just a solid color if you'd rather have that instead of any of the images or videos or textures in our library, or as opposed to one of your custom. And keep in mind that the color you'll see here isn't quite the same color as you'll see here in this case, because remember we have the opacity on. So if you just get rid of that opacity, you'll see the actual color is quite a bit brighter. There you go. And you can also, like I said, you can also change the color of this font here. So it's called the header title font. And each section you can do the same thing. If I go to the call to action, we can change that to any color you want. And same with this About Us section. And then finally, to make sure that the clock works, you have to set a date. So you'll just go into the clock here, pick a date, and it automatically saves that date, and you're good to go. And also with the drag and drop, if you want to rearrange it, simply drag it, drop it, and save it, and you're in business. So otherwise, the only other thing I want to show you, everything else is, I'm hoping you're familiar with Lead Pages Builder. If not, just send us a message and we'll help you out, answer any questions you have. But the next thing I want to show you is how these menu bars work. So I'm going to show you a publish page. So this is the only major difference we haven't seen so far. If you click subscribe, it scrolls to that. Click partners, it'll scroll you to that. about us, and so on. You can actually link these out as well, like I said, and I can show you how to do that. But that's really about it. So thank you again for checking out our awesome new simple Parallax launch page template. And don't hesitate to send us any questions or comments. You can go to our site, templatelauncher.com. Just scroll down to the contact section. My email is leeshadle@gmail.com. You can email me directly as well. And otherwise, have a great day.